Divide and simplify 8 plus square root 28 over 4. Okay, so this problem is different than the other division problems because we are adding something in the numerator. And what that means is that both of those terms are getting divided by 4. So we're not just saying, oh, if it's outside the root, it goes together. If it's inside the root, it goes together. No, first we're going to split that up into two problems. First term is 8. That gets divided by 4. Second term, root 28, also gets divided by 4. And then those two answers get added together. Okay, so starting with 8 divided by 4, two whole numbers, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Bring down that operation because you don't want to get confused there. And then you're looking at root 28 over 4. You cannot just do 28 divided by 4 because 28 is in the radical, 4 is not in the radical. We can't simplify that together. We're just going to look at the radical part, root 28, and try to simplify that. Okay, so we're going to try to simplify root 28 and see if we can get any whole numbers out of it so that we can simplify that with the 4 on the bottom. Okay, so square root of 28, if we simplify, perfect square factor would be 4, and the other factor is 7, because 4 times 7 equals 28. I know that 4 is the biggest perfect square I can get out of this because the other factor, 7, can't be factored any further, right? There are no other perfect square factors of 7, so I know I got the biggest perfect square I could factor out. So now I'll simplify that. Square root of 4 is 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. Root 7 just stays as is because it's in simplest form. So now I'm going to go back to my fraction, and instead of root 28, I'm going to write 2 root 7, and I'll keep that 4 on the bottom. Okay, now looking at 2 root 7 over 4, I have a fraction out there. Right now I have two numbers, top and bottom both have a number outside of the radical. So I can simplify that fraction. I'm going to simplify that fraction right here. Okay, that's 2 over 4. Divide the top by 2. Divide the bottom by 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So instead of 2/4, we could write 1/2. So now let's see. Our whole number stays. That's 2. Our operation is still plus. But instead of 2/4 root 7, we're writing 1/2 times root 7. Okay? Now notice 1 times root 7 is just root 7 itself. So you could just leave it like that, 2 plus square root of 7 over 2. Sometimes you'll see that you want to have common denominators and add that together. Okay, right now because it doesn't have a common denominator, it's 2 over 1 and root 7 over 2. We can't add it together. If you wanted to make that into common denominators, you could. I'm not going to discuss it in this video, but if you want me to discuss it in class, then I will do that.